Hi, I'm Blue Jay. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing amazing. I know I am. I just got back from a walk. You know what? Spring fever. Spring fever. All right, guides and masters. What is our message today? We got cards that are flipping out. I just saw the vow. I don't know. Let's see. Guides and masters, what's our message today? What does the Akashic Records have for us? The shaman. Oh, and just to let you know, I'm using all Kim Cran's decks today. We are doing the animal spirit, the wild unknown, and the archetypes. I don't know why they all came, and I was like, oh, wow, I've never done a reading with like a theme like that. Anyway, very powerful. The first thing that I want to pull out in this reading is the snake energy. And one of the things that I have learned, I'm a historian. And I've studied mythology, I've studied religion, I've studied time. People, time. Throughout time, the snake is the most sacred of all creatures. And the reason why he is so sacred is because he holds the key to life. And if you know anything right now that's going on in the sky, is that Venus is getting exalted. I am a Vedic astrologer, so I follow the moon cycles, not the sun cycles, so I'm a little bit different. The timeline is usually off by like a couple weeks when it comes to astrological signs, and that's because of time has shifted since the original Western astrology. So going back to Venus, she's exalted. And one of the placements that she is exalted at is in the nakshatra of Uttara Bhadrapada. And that is the sea serpent. And the reason why she is so powerful in this placement is because the serpent does not chase. It does not chase its prey. It waits for its prey to come to it. And that is one of the most holy energies that you can have, or sacred energies. It's because they hold the knowledge of the universe. So one of the things, if you are really wanting to understand the sacredness of snake energy, it's about alignment, not only with the frequency that you're emitting or putting out, but also being wise enough to know that whatever you put out, you're going to get in, right? It will come your way. You just have to wait and bite it. All right, guys and masters. The shaman. Love it. What is the rest of our message? The sea serpent. Man. That's the womb. Creation. Always looks like an eye and an egg to me. Interesting. Bottom of the ocean, sea serpent. I said Uttara Bhadrapada, which happens to be a really prominent sign in my chart. The rabbit. Oh, that's what this message is about. I see it. The earthworm. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the scorpion. This is exactly what I just got done saying. The message that's coming through is what I talked about with knowing the message that you're omitting. What are you creating and what are you honing in? The rabbit is all about listening for danger. It's also about listening to its surroundings. It's also about being a worrywart. So this message is saying that when it comes to omitting your frequency into the universe, you're a novice. An earthworm is like a novice. Somebody that's new, fresh into the ground. It moves in the broken soil that's right at the top. The first layer of the soil is the old, decayed stuff that's new. The stuff in the bottom is old and time-tested. You're in a new energy, a new frequency. And what it's saying is that you are just learning how to emit your frequency. You're just learning how to put out to the universe You can think of it as a radio. Like, what station are you tuned to? Are you on a fuzzy station? Are you clear? Are you in a clear channel? And then once your radio comes in, poof, or once like I said, you gotta bite it, right? You gotta bite it, you gotta stab it, you gotta grab it when it comes by. You're just learning how to calibrate that. You're just learning how to omit that clear frequency, and then whenever that abundance comes by, be it money, relationships, people, jobs, just the opportunities in general, you're learning when to grab it. And like, just because it goes by, just because a shoe floats by, does that mean you gotta eat it? No, it doesn't. So what it is, it's learning how to not only attune your frequency, but hold that sacred space for yourself to keep that clear channel. Alan Watts talked about something I listened to one of his lectures recently that talked about making sure that if you look at your emotions as a frequency, like on a radio, and learning how to attune it, you'll understand what you're actually attracting. And it is gold. It's just gold. And understanding how we are and how we operate is our emotions are at the helm of that. Guides and masters, what is the rest of the message? The Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Right now, you're omitting a static frequency because you're confused. You're in your head, you're not free-flowing, and you're not trusting the universe to bring you what you are supposed to be getting. If you are not clear and conscious and in a receiving mode and open to receive, you're not going to get what you want. So right now, you're in a stagnant energy. What else is the message, guides and masters? The Son of Wands, which is like the Knight of Wands. The Daughter of Swords. The High Priestess. The Seven of Cups. So it's saying your intuition is a little off right now. Woo! Your intuition is a little off right now. You're being a little bit too emotional. You're getting off on your juices. And what I mean by that is that like when someone triggers you, you're getting quick to anger first. All right? There's two sides to that snake. He could bite you because you walked by and he's in a bad mood, or he's going to bite you because you're his next meal. Are you at the wrong place at the wrong time? Sometimes. But you're being too impulsive. So in other words, you're trying to eat everything that's coming at you right now, instead of really understanding not to just bite everything that comes your way. It's telling you to clear your channels and tune your frequency. And I especially see that with all these little colors coming up. It's like, what channel do you want to be on? All right, pick one more. How much time we got left? Another minute or so. Guides and masters, what else do you want to say about serpent spirit? The warrior. Look at another serpent. The warrior. This reminds me of Sagittarius energy. And what I literally see with that rainbow bridge in between his horns, you need to have more faith in God. You have to have more faith in the divine. The rainbow is God's promise that he is capable of delivering you just anything. If you want a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater, he can create it. Or it can create it. It depends on how you see source. But you don't believe it. Because you're not tuned on the correct channel, you're never going to see a flying purple people eater. So, tune your channel. Be in that receiving energy. And it's so funny, too, because this snake, if you can kind of see it right here, it's coming down here and they're, like, going together. The key component is not only being receiving, believing. Is there another one? Eving? It's basically saying, like, open up and allow it to happen. Oh, we're almost done. Guides and masters, what's the last animal you want to give us? We only have 10 seconds. The hawk. Be selective. Choose your prey. Be intelligent. You got this. Have a good one.